It's 11 o'clock, just got off work. Got home, haven't eaten or had anything, really even a drink, but I'm taking care of that. So I do have a drink tonight. Hopefully it's going to be a good stream. It's been a long day for a lot of people, I think. I rarely ever have drinks during the streams, but I'm doing that tonight, which is probably ironic to most people because I do own a bar and I don't really drink all that much. But this is a time to celebrate, guys. For those of you who are watching this stream now, I've just been super busy with work. I've moved a lot of stuff out of this room, which I'll probably show you guys in a second. But yeah, the game room has been cleaned up. This could be one of the last streams we have in here. I keep saying that, but it really is getting close to having our second kid. And I am in the works of turning this into a baby room right now, which when more people get in here, I'm going to show you guys the progress. The walls are pretty much empty other than this last wall. So a lot of stuff going on. I was cleaning out the room though, and I found this single Crown Zenith ETB. Really hope we get something out of this. Sorry for the short notice and not letting people know ahead of time that we're gonna do a stream, but regardless, I try and keep up with doing this. If I can't get any videos done during the week, I try and keep up with doing this. Yo, what's good? What's good, Turtle? Let's go. 18 Collecticon shows next year. So I guess that just means the hobby is growing, right? Even though I've been a little absent from it, the hobby is growing. Surging Sparks, insane set, great set. I do need to make a video talking about why I think Surging Sparks, honestly, in its own way is better than Prismatic Evolution, which is this EV set. That'll be for another day, another video. Just looks like a hype beast set. Like, honestly, I'm not interested. But we're gonna talk about that in a separate video. Once we get about 15, 20 people in here, maybe we get some OGs in here, I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of the room and how it's coming along. It is cleaned out right now. This wall is like the only thing left in this room. I've got my display case with some theme decks. I've got some binders over here. And that's basically it. So I'm gonna show you guys that in a second. Daniel, how we doing? Bro Ryan, how you been, brother? Better late than never. Better late than never. That's right. I mean, I got off work. I was super tired. It's been a long day with the elections and everything. And I really wasn't feeling it, but I was like, dude, every time you do a stream, you end up feeling like you're in a slightly better mood during the stream and after the stream. So it is routine that we do the stream no matter what, no matter how I'm feeling, even if I don't open anything, which we're definitely going to open stuff, but I think in the future, like, I'd like to have more chill streams where I just get to hang out. But it is mostly Pokemon stuff. I mean, it's all Pokemon stuff on this channel, so we got to open something. I'm thinking Battle Styles, we might open this up next week and crack this booster box. I have so many of these. But since I found the Crown Zenith, I think this is the way to go. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a fantastic night. Thank you for coming out and chilling with me on this Wednesday night. Middle of the week, guys, we just have to get through another couple of days, and then the week is over. For me, Sundays are my day off. I cannot wait for Sunday. Yo, Ghost, how we doing tonight? Yo, appreciate you, Ghost. Bet the Roof, how we doing tonight? I forgot I made you a mod. Dean, how we doing tonight? We are opening more packs. We're gonna open this guy. I was cleaning out the room, which I'm about to show you guys the entire room that we are turning into another baby room. I don't know if I'll have a couple months with this room or a couple more days or weeks. We're still trying to figure out what we're gonna do. We haven't found a house that's really in our budget for us to move into, so we are still staying in this house, but I'm getting the game room prepped. Diana says not to worry about it, but I don't play that. Like, if we're gonna have a baby boy and they need their own room soon, I'm gonna make sure that they have a room. So I have no idea if I'm gonna move all the shelving into the garage next and install it there. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, guys. This is kind of a historic stream because I, for the first time, am not sure moving forward what the plan is for the channel or how I'm gonna do videos. I'll probably end up doing videos in the sunroom or the garage. I don't know. But we'll worry about that when we worry about that. We've got some Crown Zenith. I'm gonna give you guys the update on where I'm at in the room, and then we'll get to opening stuff. I really appreciate you guys for coming out late though. Chris, how we doing? Luna, how we doing? Daniel, you look kind of drained. I've been working like a dog, bro. Working like a dog. Having another young trainer, appreciate you. Thoughts on the new evolutions? I will get to that. I think I'm going to do a video on that. I'm not impressed. You guys know I don't like the Terra Crown design. I think it's stupid. So, you'll move them to the basement. I wish we had a basement in this house. Austin, LOL. Plan there is none. Bet the roof. A lot of Pokemon Center pre-order releases this week. Get any? I did not. People did send me that stuff. Guys, I've been just focused on saving money and being super responsible financially. I did pick up another 2 Grail cards that I have yet to make videos on. Gengar Master, how we doing? That's okay. The Terra Crown is stupid. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the room and where we're at right now. I kind of like it. There's way more space in the room since I moved a lot of stuff out. I'm also considering reaching out to another Pokemon YouTuber, AJ, here in Charlotte. I know he's buying collections. Grim Horizon TV. I think I'm going to sell a lot of my bulk and a lot of my modern stuff to him. Not the best sets, not the best cards, but I'm just saying, like, obviously not 151, but I'm saying I have a lot of bulk. I have a lot of stuff in here that I don't know where I'm going to put it when I move everything, and I don't really want to store it. So I'm thinking of trimming the fat, so to speak, of part of my modern collection. But anyways, I'm going to take you guys, we're going to show you around what I've got so far in here, and then we're going to get to it. I've got some Tito's and apple cider. It's good stuff. All right. So right now, pick this up. Try not to knock anything over because I do have a lot of stuff on the. I have a lot of stuff on the table still. So I'm gonna give you guys. This is the official POV. So when you come in, so the kitchen's in there, but when you come in here, the first thing I see is my wall. So we got everything out of this area. Everything is gone here. So this is just a blank wall right here. Blank wall over here. I got some stuff on the wall there still. Got most of this stuff gone. All of my theme decks, I can't even tell. All my theme decks are right in here. So that's the theme deck collection for anybody that hasn't seen my theme deck collection before. And then here we have all the modern binders. But for the most part, there's a lot more space in the room. We're clearing it out for that baby room. And so I'm at least taking initiative in getting everything figured out. And I'm proud of that because you can never be too prepared. All right. So yeah, I have to move that display case, and then I have to figure out what to do with this massive table. This table is really big and heavy, and it's great for this, but I gotta put it somewhere, so I'm not sure what to do about that. And again, I'm trying to figure out if the sunroom will even work as a streaming setup. Like, it should be fine. Shouldn't really make a difference where I am, but the background is kind of part of the channel, so I'm like conflicted. Do I have to reinstall all of this in the garage and just make my home base the garage? That's something that I talked about. Anyways, hopefully we move in somewhere before I really have to deal with all this, but for the time being, it is what it is. All right, let's get into it. Right now we are gonna open up this Crown Zenith ETB. This is the last ETB that I have. Really would be incredible to pull the Mewtwo out of this. I don't think I pulled any of the legendary dogs. I might have pulled Raikou, but I don't think I pulled any of them, honestly. I think I bought all those. Pulling Mewtwo from this set would be really cool. It is not a sealed Southern Islands binder, but it is a complete binder and the cards are mint. That was a pretty cool purchase when I bought a collection. Casey, how we doing? New Nintendo Switch console is confirmed as backwards compatible. That is cool. Speaking of Switch, I've decided I'm also going to sell my Switch because honestly, if I don't like Terra Crown Pokemon, why am I even playing Scarlet Violet? Like, if I don't like that gimmick, there's no point to playing Scarlet and Violet. Yo, Frank, how we doing? Also, I just play way more Call of Duty. Like, I love Pokemon, but I don't need to do everything Pokemon. Like, I like my separate gaming experience with Call of Duty a lot more than I've ever liked playing the modern Pokemon games. Okay. All right. Get these out. I hope you guys are having an awesome night, though. I hope you guys' days was pretty good, aside from all the drama. We're not going to talk about politics on this stream, by the way. Like, don't at me, because my family fights a lot when it comes to politics, and that's one thing that I just don't really care to talk about. Oh my god. Almost forgot this awesome Lucario promo. How could I forget the banger Lucario promo? Love that promo. Looks so sick. Awesome card. Sleeves. Those are worth something. Alright. Here we go, guys. I am really thankful. Man, I forgot. There's a good bit of packs right here. Alright. What is this 10 or was it 9? 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, this is much better than the Pikachu Premium Collection boxes. Okay, we got some solid packs here. All right, we'll shuffle these up. It doesn't really matter. We'll go 3, 3, 4. All right. Bro, could you oil up maybe? I got you. Dude, I didn't realize Crown Zenith V-Stars had so much texture. Do all the texture cards have that? I recently had 2. Yes, the V-Star has great texturing. I still don't even know what that means. Could you oil? Okay. He is pre-oiled. He's pre-oiled? What? The hats issue for me is just the art. The games I always hated because of other reasons. It ran like poop. I will say the Scarlet Violet, it did have a lot of issues, and I wasn't that bothered by it, but everyone else was shitting on Scarlet and Violet. Okay. Flamin' Hot Chips, I talked about the Prismatic Evolution set. I think it's trash. I am going to release a video. I am going to make a video on it. I keep putting it off. But that's the most important video I can make right now is that set and telling people this set is not that great, okay? It's got the evolutions. They have Terra Crowns. I know people are going to get excited for it. So it's not that it's not that great. To me, in my opinion, I don't really like the set that much. I think that the alt art Vs and just the artwork, the SIRs and alt arts that focus on the Pokemon themselves, right? This was the one this is the biggest card I recently pulled, was the 151 Charizard, okay? That artwork is exceptional, and it focuses on the Pokemon, right? That's what I like to see. I don't care for the gimmick stuff they have, whether it's the VMAX Clouds or the Terra Crowns. I'm just not for it. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Brolic, that's too far. Is this a normal stream? This is, none of my streams are normal. If you are new here, welcome. Things can get pretty weird. Okay. Was it 1? No, it was 4. You're gonna grow out your beard. This is a fresh shave, guys, okay? Bear with me. I look like a baby, but when you get older, occasionally it feels good to just shave everything off. You're like, wow, I look like I'm 25 again. Let's go. All right. Here we go, guys. Cheers to all of you out there. I hope you guys are having a great night. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. All right, here we go. And if you like the new sets, that's fine. There's nothing against that. I don't want to be the vintage boomer that everyone's like, oh, Ryan's such a vintage boomer. Like, it's not that I don't like modern. It's just that a lot of the sets that have come out have been lackluster to me personally, or they have one or two cards that I think are dope, but I'm not going to buy this set. I'm not going to buy those cards specifically. I just don't have enough urge to buy those cards. Like, I have to really want it. During the Sword and Shield era, a lot of those alt arts I really wanted to get my hands on. Even some of the VMAXs, like the Blaziken VMAX, because it was, you could barely even notice the clouds above their head. All right. Got our reverse Lunatone. 2 for 2 dud packs. I'm saying I would not be shocked if we got one Galarian Gallery out of this whole ETB. What's y'all's favorite card in Crown Zenith? I'm guessing most people like the Mewtwo. I mean, that's the easy choice. That's the chase. I think the Suicune was way undervalued, though. I wish the Suicune was more valuable. I feel like that card deserved a lot more love. But that's just me. Reverse. Holo. We got our Holo Nessa there. How many packs have I opened in my lifetime? Honestly, in the last couple of years, hundreds, thousands, but at the same time, maybe not thousands. We'll go with like over 1,000 or maybe over 2,000. I want to say, I don't want to think I was in that deep, you know? There was a point where I was like, okay, I'm not going to open stuff because I'm getting burned. And this is all product that really I was sitting and investing in, and time has flown by. A lot of this stuff hasn't gone up in value all that much. So I figured might as well open it. I really thought Battle Styles was going to do a lot better long term. Just being an old set kind of now, like it's 2021, it's going to be 2025, it's going to be 4 years old. That Aggron's sick. Ooh. Non-holo Luxray. Zenith, Zenith is good. It is good, but I remember going through so many of these products and getting nothing. So it's just like every other set. It can be brutal. Steph, how we doing? It would have to be the Glaceon V-Star for me, although I'm unsure that's actually from Crown Zenith. Yeah, I honestly could not tell you off the top of my head. I don't remember a Glaceon V-Star, but there probably is one. Come on, man. Hit me with the absolute banger that I'm not expecting. Come on. We got that Rock Ruff at the moon. Come on, baby. Wailord. Guys, I'm very tempted to sell my Evolving Skies. I got an $800 offer last night, and I didn't accept it. Every week, it seems like I'm getting a slightly higher offer, and I feel like the 800 is as good as it's going to get right now. Is Evolving Skies going to hit $1,000 again soon? Could it be a $2,000 or $3,000 set in the next 5 years? That's stuff to think about, because Evolving Skies is like the only thing that I have that I've thought like this is what it's all about, right? Like none of these other sets are performing this way. And it's a bummer because you would think a couple of them are going to perform really well. Paldea Evolved, that one's doing pretty good. I feel like Twilight Masquerade will do good. Surging Sparks I think will do good. A lot of people comparing Surging Sparks to Vivid Voltage, and I wonder why that is. I wonder if that's because it's going to be printed to Oblivion or what, but I don't see how they're similar. And I don't even think Vivid Voltage was terrible. The Fat Pikachu was the chase of that set, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're just probably going to have to go through a lot of garbage to get to that Fat Pikachu. I know. Oh, look at that. We got a Manaphy. Let's go. This art is gorgeous with the Manaphy deep in the ocean. Or no, he's chilling. He's above water. It's it seems like it's kind of like a cave or something. Really cool though. This is a beautiful artwork. Take a look at this guy. That's a really beautiful artwork. Not a card I wanted to pull, but hey, we got something out of this box. What's behind it? Awesome Kyogre. Look at that artwork. For a holo, this Kyogre is sick. Really dig Kyogre too. Just as a Pokemon in general, like the legendary killer whale. Kyogre is badass. Kyogre is so badass. Hoenn. Just everything out of Hoenn was just great. Alright. I'm a Hoenn ho. Alright. That's what I grew up playing. Okay. Alright, please have a banger in these last packs. Please. Last Crown Zenith openings we had. I still have all the cards right here. But, I mean, there's a couple ones here. But these two were most notable. So, and I'm not sure if I even have all of these. So this is pretty cool. I am pulling some cards that I'm not sure if I have in my Crown Zenith binder. These are all beautiful though. These are all beautiful. But yeah, I got the Electivire and the Magmortar together out of the same box. That was pretty cool. So I'm hoping out of this ETB, there's something more than just that Manaphy. But you know how it is. You know how it goes. I'm only selling during booms now. I'm a firm believer to always bet on Pokemon. What about all these Scarlet Violet sets, though? You really think all these sets are going to perform over time? I mean, it seems like just with time, they'll all go up. But times are different, right? I mean, population is rising, right? So people are going to continue to buy Pokemon. It'll be a generational thing. Hopefully it won't just fizzle out. And more people will be investing into the hobby. I see a lot of pumping on YouTube right now. It's leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth, honestly. It's so crazy. Can these Scarlet Violet sets soon be $200 or $300 boxes? We'll see. They're printing a lot of them. Everybody's buying it. Everybody's sitting on it. So that is the old argument, though. We'll see. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I just feel like you got to be real specific. If you're going to invest in Pokemon cards, you better be real specific with what sets, what cards. I want to die driving really fast. Also, this is like theoretical, right? Like if I didn't have a family and and I was going to die and I couldn't change it, that would be the way I would want to go. Driving really fast, instantaneous crash. Yeah, that would be the one. Most people probably wouldn't even want to answer that question, but I got stuff to live for. I got a family that loves me, that I love. Weird question. I am cute. Thank you. I appreciate that. The rapper, that's me. Yeah, Prismatic Evolutions is not it. Breaking Bad, that's a great name. I love Breaking Bad. That's an amazing show. All amazing actors. I have all my ES and 151 put away. I would say Breaking Bad, I would say that is a move. Like all Evolving Skies and 151. 151 is the move. Really wish I would have had more product to sit on, but we opened it all, and that's okay because Charizard is going to the moon. Lame millennial investors that swapped their crypto profits into it are what's ruining it. And there's definitely some correlation. Daniel and Drassi talked about this. One of our members, he talked about crypto being correlated to Pokemon, like speculative assets. And I really do think those things are tied. And I think with some like Grail cards getting really expensive, I think what you're going to have is people make a lot of money in Bitcoin, and they're going to come into Pokemon and they're going to buy the most expensive cards. And that's something that worries me for the cards that I'm going after, because I want that market to still be affordable for another couple of years or months so that I can finish my gold stars and crystals and first edition base set. So I'm really excited about finishing those goals, and we're so freaking close, guys. I need gold star Umbreon. I haven't made a video, but I have the Celebi. I'm gonna make an official video on it, but I'm not happy with this copy. I want to get a different copy. It's a little bit cleaner. Call me OCD, but I'm really picky about my like best cards. Steph just checked, and there's in fact a Glaceon. Oh, okay. There you go. Hex. A lot of Rippers too. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I think Surging and Prismatic is hype. I think it's hype, and I think this too shall pass. You know what I'm saying? What worries me is the next generation we get, like the megas, the mega evolutions. I hope they bring the heat, right? I really hope they bring the heat, because if they do the next era wrong, I mean, Orion, define doing the next era wrong. If there's just megas and if there aren't like really good alt arts or SIRs that focus just on the Pokemon, which I think there's always going to be those cards, but if there aren't in these sets, that would be it for me personally. Like, not that like, oh, I'm done with Pokemon. I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to force myself to like sets anymore. I'm not going to force myself. If you really like the sets, that's great. But I personally, 151 was the last set that I feel like was a really, really, really good set to get into. I see value in investing in Surging Sparks. I see value in buying into Prismatic Evolutions so that I can sell it to the next person that really, really, really wants it. But for me, it's a set that I really enjoy. It's not the set for me, but that would be a great set to sit on and flip down the road. And that's why I'm in this hobby. I'm in this hobby still, so that now I can be current with what comes out, and I can make my own decisions like, hey, let's not just buy into everything. Let's see how this set performs. And let's also, like, let's look at the visual set list and really say to ourselves, are these cards that I feel like I have to get my hands on? There have been very few cards in this era that I feel like I've had that that feeling about, you know, that I have to have them. All right, we got a couple packs left. Let's finish these up strong, guys. See if we can pull. Oh, sorry, that was two. Oh, there we go. We got an awesome Galarian Gallery. I don't have this Galarian Gallery. Sharon's Care. I definitely don't have this Galarian Gallery, and that's why I was a little caught off guard by it. I think I'm filling out some of my Crown Zenith binder. I did not have these cards, so this is a net positive for me. Not that I really care about filling my binders anymore. Like, that was something that I was really passionate about, but I feel like I can't possibly keep up with finishing every set that comes out until the end of time. I mean, that'd be really cool. I would love to be able to afford that, but I feel like I can't pull that off. Ooh, we got a double banger here, guys. We got a double banger right here. There's something right here, maybe a full art, but we got a double banger right here. Yo, it's a Rayquaza, which I love that, but not what we're going after. But, dude, this was a solid pack. Rayquaza VMAX, Galarian Gallery, and we got the Manaphy too. So this box, if I don't get anything else, this box isn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. Not great, but not terrible. All right, 3 more packs. Evolutions are always a safe bet. From what I've seen, my very favorite card is the Japanese EV wearing a poncho. JP, daily Bible verse, judge fairly and show mercy and kindness to one another. Do not oppress widows, orphans, foreigners, and the poor. Do not scheme against each other. Love it, JP. Love it. Oh, the Team Rocket set. That's right. That's going to be a good set, guys. I believe in that set. I think it's going to be a good one. Hard for them to screw that up. Market, how we doing tonight? I know it's late. I appreciate you popping out. I am shocked you guys are popping out this late. Like, it is midnight. Y'all are coming out to my stream. I appreciate it. I really do. Might be worth it, too. Who knows? We still got a couple packs left. It's been a crazy day. I don't know about you guys. I'm not talking politics, but I was up until 3 a.m. last night watching. So I don't know why. I couldn't help myself. But I am fried. I am fried, guys. We had a lot of customers come into the bar tonight that were kind of like, some of them were celebrating and some of them were kind of coping, and it was awkward. It was an awkward night at the bar tonight. I had to diffuse quite a few situations, if you get my drift. Get that Soul Rock, Croc Rocks, Snow Runt, Tangela. I don't know why they had to do this to Meowth. I guess it's the different regions. I'm never going to get used to that. Galarian Meowth, and Berserker, I don't understand it. Whalmer, beautiful Whalmer. All right, this guy, I love this guy. This guy reminds me of the squirrel from Ice Age. I've said this before. I don't know if people will agree with me or not, but come on. Does that not look like... Okay, maybe not. All right. Reverse, regular hollow. What a day. God, that's good. I don't drink Tito's a lot, but I will say Tito's blends so well with anything. You can't even taste it. That's dangerous. No wonder we sell so much Tito's. No wonder. I know they're probably thinking, Orion, you're saying this now? Guys, I don't drink. We sell drinks. I don't drink that much. And it's probably best I keep it that way. Pancham, I like that guy. He's cute. Larvesta, that's a weird looking Pokemon. Oh, And we got the Vulcan Rona. Okay. Last pack magic, maybe. We'll see how this goes. Cheetos is helping tonight. Definitely taking the edge off. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is a new day. Hopefully tomorrow I can get that video done and I can talk about prismatic evolutions and why I think it's going to be a crazy set. People are going to spend all their money on it. And do I think that they're going to lose money? No, I just don't think it's worth all the hype. But this will be a personal preference video, and people might not respond well to it, but I don't really care. Okay. Last one. Oh, that's beautiful. That's awesome, guys. We had 4 hits out of this ETB. Not the ones I wanted, but you know, this is awesome. That's a beautiful card too. The Magnezone on the assembly line. That's sick. Hold on. See if I can get that to focus in. Beautiful. All the detail in these cards. Like, we know Pokemon's not going anywhere. They're doing a really good job with all these sets. They're doing a great job. I'm stuck in my ways. I'm super picky. And I have my own concepts of like art and design that I just don't feel like line up with a lot of the artwork we get with Pokemon. Like, I think the illustrations and SIRs that focus on just the Pokemon are my favorite. All right, we got something behind here, and a regular V, but a lot of value we got out of this box. Honestly, even if it doesn't add up, it's still way more hits than you would typically get out of an ETB, right? VMAX, right? Galarian Gallery, second Galarian Gallery, V, and another Galarian Gallery. So that's 3 Galarian Galleries and a VMAX. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And I love Rayquaza. I would love if we got another, you know what, I'm surprised I haven't said this more, but I would love if we got another Rayquaza alt art, right? We had Zinnia featured in the Evolving Skies one, and then we had the VMAX version, which is really cool. I like the VMAX version, but again, even with my favorite cards, even with the Moonbreon and the Rayquaza from Evolving Skies, the VMAX, there's just something so unappealing about those little VMAX clouds, and I'm never going to get over that. Anyways, guys, that concludes the night. I'm really tired. I could crack this open, and we could open the first couple packs and just see if we get something out of it. I was thinking of opening this and doing the next live just for this box alone, but it's whatever you guys want. I mean, we didn't get any crazy pulls out of that, but we did get a lot of pulls out of that ETB. It was pretty good. Michael Krinsky, how we doing? Steph, Evolutions are going to sell. They will sell. I'm looking forward to Prismatic Evolutions. Gorgeous set. No need to rush into it, though. They're gorgeous. I won't act like the art is bad just because of the Terra Crown. Like, the art is still beautiful, but I would prefer it without the crowns. And for me, that's a little bit of a deal breaker. But that's not to say that the artist and the artwork and the caliber, right? Like, Obsidian Flames Charizard has a big ass Terra Crown, right? Love is a strong word. I like that card. I hate the crown. And that'll always be a deal breaker. I pulled that card myself. It doesn't change the fact that it's one of my least favorite Charizard cards of all time. Same deal with Paldean Fates Charizard, the Shining Charizard. I'm out on that card just because of the crown. Like it's worthless to me. Very strong opinions that I have towards some of these cards. I do think everyone is going to rush into this set though. I think this set is big. People are hyped up about it. And that's all good. The hobby needs this right now. The hobby, it's good for the hobby right now that people are hyped up, right? Stock market's flying right now. Pokemon is flying right now. This is the environment where crazy things in this hobby can happen. And people who have been in it since the pandemic or even before that are here to benefit now. Like, again, that's why we're still in the hobby, because we want to see things unfold, that we missed out on for many years. Good luck on your Surging Sparks box. Yes, Shinji's art. Yeah, not a fan of the crowns. I have a page on eBay. I don't have a lot of stuff on there. I just hit 1,000 sales like 2 weeks ago. That was kind of a milestone for me, and I've kind of taken a break from listing stuff. I've got a stack of cards that I need to put up for auction, and I keep bringing it up. I don't have any time. I just don't have time. I run a bar, and I really, other than spending time with my family, I don't have a lot of time. And I think spending time with my family is probably more important and more noble than anything else I could do. So that's another thing. Aspen's getting older. It's harder to just prioritize the stuff that I want to do when I know that she wants my attention and wants to play and wants to do stuff. And I can always look back and say, I could have done more on YouTube. I could have done more as a content creator, but I'll never look back and be like, I could have been a better father. That's at the end of the day, not that anybody's asking about that, but that's where I'm at right now. I miss making videos all the time, all the sets and the stuff going on in drama. And apparently there's people going crazy for 151 at Costco, the Costco tins. I mean, good Lord, just ridiculous. And I want to cover this stuff, but it's not as important right now. But I appreciate you guys coming out tonight, and yeah, we'll hopefully I will be less worked next week. We can open this. I'll be a little bit more energized, and we'll open up this Battle Styles next week, I guess. Title. It sounds like you don't appreciate the gimmicks of each generation because you haven't really kept up with the mainline Pokemon games and cling to the early eras that you were comfortable with. Sure. I do cling to early eras that I'm comfortable with, and that's my prerogative. I was saying earlier in this stream, I did have the Scarlet Violet game. I did buy a Switch just so I could play the game. One thing in the game is I never used the Terra stylization. I didn't think it was cool. I thought it was kind of lame. And so it just, from there, wasn't something that I appreciated. So you're right, I don't appreciate it. And I think some people in this hobby might find that abrasive, but hey, we can't all love the same stuff, right? Some of us have to have our own preferences, even if that is a generational boomer preference, right? But that's your title. You're 100% right about me in that aspect. Steph, I was thinking about the Japanese version. This is going to be reprinted into Oblivion and is more readily available to me. The English ones, however, are a different game. Those are the English Prismatic Evolutions SIRs. Those are going to be expensive. If everything is legit, if the cards that we're seeing are going to be in this set, it's going to be crazy. Alexander Yan, have you played Pokemon Pocket? That's another thing. I have not played Pokemon Pocket yet. I know it takes literally no time to download that app and play it, but I haven't even checked that out yet. People seem to be getting kind of crazy about it. It seems like people really, really enjoy Pokemon Pocket. I think they could do something where you can only order certain cards or promos in the future if you have a certain level on Pokemon Pocket, or a code. Like, I could see them using Pocket to work with the TCG, and that's also another video in itself that I could make. Robert, how we doing? I have no interest in Pocket. Title, most of the gimmicks like the Mega Z's, moves, VMAX, and Terra aren't really for the normal story, but they do define the competitive scene and add a ton of variability. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And honestly, Pokemon would be boring if it didn't have these gimmicks, right? These gimmicks are 100% necessary to continue the franchise, keep things fresh, keep players on their toes, and the meta is never getting super complicated as far as playing the game. So these things keep things fresh, and I 100% respect that and understand it. I just from an art standpoint, just looking at the art of the cards, it's like, ugh. But I could understand if you played the game a lot and or even competitively, and the crowns have those abilities have really grown on you, then these cards are awesome, and that's great for everybody that feels that way. If you guys have any other questions, we're at 46 minutes right now on this live, and it is officially midnight here in Charlotte. I have to get up early tomorrow for doctor appointments with the wife and kiddo, so I gotta get some sleep here soon. But if you guys have any other questions, anything you've noticed with the hobby, anything you like that you've seen recently, anything that you don't like, feel free. Drop it in the chat. I want to see what you guys are thinking for the next 5 minutes. I appreciate you, Brad. Are you making any plays or flips outside of vintage? Not right now. I've had a couple people reach out to me saying that they thought that I was maybe selling off my collection, and people that were interested in buying me out, which is pretty cool. Definitely good to have that on the side, but I haven't sold anything. I have not sold a single modern booster box. I mean, in the last couple of weeks, I haven't sold anything modern. It's only been vintage cards or booster boxes or like displays or theme decks. That's the only stuff that I've sold the past couple weeks. But yeah, there's like I'm not in a position right now where I'm like my local shop has a ton of dope modern singles, and there's so much opportunity there. And they keep texting me stuff that they have, and I feel like most people would be fully taking advantage of this opportunity. I can't keep spending money on cards and save up for another home. So, and making plays would help bring in a little extra money, but it's also another risk, another gamble. So yeah, there's no real plays I'm making right now. I would love if my local GameStop was grading. They're not grading yet. If they were grading, I could drop off just like 2 or 3 151 Charizards that I think are well centered. I'd like to do that. I think I would probably keep one and sell the others. But other than like me needing to really sell a lot of raw cards and get stuff graded so that I can create more value, no real plays going on right now. Well, I mean, my sealed collection can't be worth more than like 20 or 30 grand, right? And there's a lot of vendors and people in this hobby that like that's nothing to them. Like maybe it's worth more than that, but there's a lot of people with like really big budgets when it comes to buying and flipping stuff. So that's something that if someone could meet me and do cash, like plenty of people have made me offers, but I had to ship all this stuff out, which is a huge pain when it comes to all the stuff that's sitting in my garage. I need someone in Charlotte to buy me out cash or PayPal, whatever, and just meet me. And then I would probably start over, and I would be very specific with what sets I'd buy into, and I would just specialize in flipping modern sets that I think are awesome, maybe doing openings here and there. But yeah, mainly vintage stuff. It's what I'm always looking up. I'm always trying to find deals on vintage Grail cards. But yeah, lately, I have to finish some of my collection goals, and that's it basically. Like I feel very like I'm in a really good place. Like let's put it that way. I'm in a really good place with my collection right now. Like I'm very happy with what I have. And it took a long time to get to that point where I'm like, bro, I'm really happy with what I got. Like I have too much. I don't need all this. And I mean, really guys, like I've taken it too far. Like my theme deck collection is wild. I've got a ton of modern booster boxes. I've got Grail cards in my briefcase. Like taking a break would be good for me right now. But I'm not going anywhere, and that's why it's important to make these streams just so that everyone gets their dose of just like, Orion's here, he's just drowning in adult responsibilities and family stuff, and if you have kids, you might understand. If you don't have kids, you can't possibly understand. When you have kids, trying to do YouTube at the same time, like, I don't know, for me, it's like an impossible juggle to try and find time to make content, or even these streams. But right now, my kid's asleep, and my wife's getting ready to go to sleep, so it's like this is one of the few times that I do have some time to make stuff, but I'm also tired after work, so it's been tough. It's been really tough. Breaking Brad, I'm in Charlotte but don't got the cash. It's all good, bro. You know, there's a part of me that wants to just think like, dude, you're gonna keep saving money, you're gonna be in a better position in a couple months, you won't need to sell everything, and then you can put a down payment on a new house, and I'll still have all this sealed product, and I can really see it grow in value over the next 5-10 years, whatever. But at the end of the day, I never expected this stuff to be the thing that was going to make me money. I just thought it was, one, smart to buy sets when they release and they're cheap, and two, it would have stuff that I could open for streams at the very least, and that would be really cool if I pulled something awesome, even if I wasn't a huge fan of the cards that I was pulling. And then three, if these sets did take off, I bought them when they were the cheapest, so you can't go wrong, right? So it's no big deal, but if you're gonna buy this stuff, you might have to sit on it. Want to say hi? I'm about to get off.
I'm going to bed.
Okay.
I have to wake up early.
All right. Yeah, you do.
Your dinner's in the kitchen, by the way.
Thank you. Also, if you are in Charlotte, Breaking Brad, you should come by Starlight on 22nd. I don't have a lot of people that are local to Charlotte that have actually come to my business. That's a great way to, one, get to know me. If you want to bring in your binder, talk Pokemon cards, just whatever. Come hang out, whatever. That'd be really cool to see more people in Charlotte that are collectors to come into the bar. Also, first drink on me. The bar probably takes up a lot of your time, right? It takes up so much time. Even when I'm not working, I'm thinking about stuff we can do for the bar. There's someone texting me right now about a rental for a birthday that I don't even know if they're gonna have, but I'm gonna spend time going back and forth with them to see if we can lock in a deal and I can make some money on a rental. But I'll work late Thursday night, and then Friday morning I have to be at the bar for deliveries, right? So I was working the night before till like 11 at night, and then I wake up at 8-9 o'clock, I eat something, I go into the bar, I'm there waiting for deliveries all day, and then the deliveries end at 3, and then at 5 I open the bar back up. So I have a 2-hour break on Fridays where I'm not working, and then I work from 5 to midnight. So I wake up, I'm there taking deliveries, I get a little window, and then I'm there again all night, like, and then I work Saturday, and Sunday's my day off. So it's just, I could hire on more people, but we're saving a lot of money right now, which is allowing us to buy more product, which is allowing us to do more deals. So, but I need to hire on people. I need to hire on more people to take over, and so that I can just take a break. Because I'm like definitely like beyond burnout point with work, and that's one of the biggest issues for me right now. But everybody's got work, right? We all have work, so I just feel like sometimes I'm like, dude, you are not cut out for this, but we're making it happen anyways. Are they insured? Are they insured? Not sure what you're talking about. If you're talking about all of my like collection, none of it is insured, which is another thing. Like, it's so risky to buy a lot of this stuff, like vintage, or just not even vintage, just collectibles in general. Having a lot of that stuff and then not having it insured, if some catastrophe happens, you're just screwed. So that's something that I have thought about, but again, I'm trying to sell off a big chunk of my collection of modern stuff, just to take some of that liability out. I can travel lightly with most of my collection now, and I like that. I like having a smaller, more special collection, for now. So when you take booze, what do you mean? I mean, you gotta be more specific than that. You can get collector's insurance, by the way. I know, and with the costs of everything, like, I don't even want to get home insurance. And you guys might think that's stupid, but I think home insurance is dumb. Like, for the hurricane, great. If you have a tree come down, great. But like, if you live in a home that's in a development and you don't have any trees near your home and it's not in a flood zone, why are you paying for home insurance, right? I just think it's another thing that we spend money on that we get desensitized to. But anyways, same thing with collector's insurance. Like, it's like, is it worth spending the money every month on another thing? I'd be very curious, like, what that would cost me. I appreciate that, Preston. I do not. I will blink 3 times because I'm tired AF, but I don't need help. Benji Gomez, did you saw the movie Rio? That's mad weird, yo. I was watching Rio with my daughter today. That's weird that you just asked that. I paid $300 for the year. Oof. Still though, that's $300. That's pretty good though. Don't need to pay for shipping insurance now either. Huh. What does that insure you up to? Damn, Breaking Brad. I'm really sorry to hear that. No, you're right. You're right. Lightning strikes, house goes up in flames. Especially our house, we found out wasn't properly grounded. Like Duke Power screwed something up or like clipped a wire or something. So like if our house got struck by lightning, in theory, the whole thing would go up in flames. Yeah, I know it's probably stupid to think don't buy home insurance, but it's so expensive. And you have to have it if you have, if you have a mortgage, a loan. So unless you own it outright, that's pretty much the only time. And at that point, it's like you have all your money and you own it outright. Might as well get the insurance. I'm just trying to save money in any way I can, you know. Ronald, is it a good time to buy vintage graded cards? Modern is so expensive, makes vintage look like a steal. You know, most you guys know what I'm gonna say. I like vintage. I think with some of these modern cards getting really expensive in PSA 10s, um, I'd much rather have a vintage card in PSA 9 that has a population that won't ever be as high as some of these modern grail cards. But really depends on what you're looking at, right? Um, like if you give me an example, I can be like, yeah, that definitely, I would rather you get that than that, you know. But without the specifics, like I can't really speak much on that. 50K coverage, damn. Harley, the loneliest feeling in the world is that everybody loves you, but nobody likes you. The loneliest feeling in the world is that everybody loves you, but nobody likes you. Poetic, okay. Daniel Frank, do you collect Magic the Gathering? I don't. I don't, and honestly, I had friends try to get me into Magic. It never clicked for me personally. But incredible artwork. I respect the hell out of Magic, and just being kind of the first of the major TCGs. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess the savings on insurance is worth it. Josh Miller, sold my house and bought an acre with a trailer from 2003 outright. Nice. Good for you, man. You are living off the grid, so to speak, which is pretty cool. That's, I think a lot of people like want that kind of independence, right? Because even when you own your home, you don't really own your home if you're paying a mortgage on it, which is something that I stress to a lot of friends of mine, that like we don't own our homes. We still owe money on it. So anyways, guys, we are officially an hour into it. So I am going to get some sleep, and I will see you guys next week. Next week is going to be dope. Next week, we're going to open up this Battle Styles booster box. It's going to be painful. It's going to be amazing. Woodguard, I'm currently eating steady diet of government cheese and living in a van down by the river. Nice. That's true off-grid stuff right there. Ugh. I appreciate you guys. Seriously, I appreciate you. I'm sorry I'm so tired. Brandon King, did you get any Surging Sparks? I did not. I'm not falling for the hype, but Surging Sparks looks like it's pretty well rounded. The Latias looks like it's gonna be a big chase for that set. I would say the Latias more than the Pikachu. For me, the Latias definitely beats the Pikachu, and I'm a huge Pikachu fan. Even when you've paid off the mortgage, you still don't own your home, right? If you don't pay taxes, the government will take it from you, right? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Property taxes is I hate it. I hate it. We could go into this all night, but it's like no wonder the American people are constantly struggling. All this crap we have to pay for all the time. Yeah. Ownership is just an illusion. Absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. We love to say I own my home. I'm a homeowner now, but it's a liability. It's a liability. It's really cool to own a home, but it's a liability. Unless you're bringing in money with it, it is a liability. And so my plan is to move us into another house that is semi-affordable, but hopefully has more space and hopefully has a loft or a studio that I can make dope videos in and start over, and then just rent out to people. Because if you're renting your property, then it's not a liability, it's an asset at that point, in my opinion. And then there's renter's insurance, which I have no idea what that's going to cost, but anyways, we'll get to that when we get to it. Skip a few tax payments, and then once your homeowner's insurance is not in your mortgage, you realize how big that payment is. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. Oh my God. I hope you guys had an amazing day. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna eat some food and go to bed. I'll catch you guys on the next one, okay? Every Wednesday, try and do a live, even if it's late night after I get off work. I always try and do a live. Anyways, all right. Peace out, everybody. Appreciate you guys. I can't figure this